Shout out to you, Capital City Carter.
What up everybody, it's Capital City Carter, and collab tapes seem uncommon, but if you really think about it, they happen all the time, and someone who has a good amount of them is Future. I ranked all of them for this video. The 8 things included in here will be the recently released Pluto and Baby Pluto, World on Drugs, Beast Mode 1 and Beast Mode 2, Super Slimy, What a Time to Be Alive, 56 Nights, and Free Bricks. So, enough talking, let's get to it.
Fuck your plug, come shot with me. Free bricks. Free bricks, free bricks. It's a line of the dope.
Gucci Mane is a rapper I was never really into that much. Outside of some songs he had, I was never big into him, and I was definitely rooting for Jeezy in the verses he had. And the reason why my opinion on Gucci is so important for this is because this is more of a Gucci album. It says that Future is on all the songs, but if you told me he was only on a couple, I'd believe you. Gucci Mane handles almost every hook and most of the track time in general. I'm not saying anything with Gucci becomes unenjoyable for me, because I like things from him, but nothing on this album really stuck out to me, and there's not a reason for me to pull out Dat Piff to listen to this again.
Take no days off, I get get the AK off, swinging 36 ounces raw, I smell blow.
Beast Mode 2, because of its name, is going to be way too easy to compare to the first Beast Mode, and I'm going to try not to do that, but Beast Mode 2 is definitely underwhelming compared to Beast Mode 1. Cuddle My Wrist and Dodo are really all that sticks out here, but most of this tape is mid, I'd have to say. There's way more interesting Future, whether it's his solo or collab work he's done. I also just noticed that this cover art was lions a few days ago. I always thought they were like red fists because Cuddle My Wrist was the only song I ever would bump off this, but that's just a random thing to add.
If it's like that, then it's like that. Got you lighting up like lightning. I smack it up, get feisty. Can't sabotage me. I said you gon' tell the world they flawed you. Thankful.
I think the reason why I can put this above Beast Mode 2 is because this tape at its surface is enough. If I had to summarize this in one word, it would be enough. It's enough for right now. The production is really good at times, and some of the songs have really catchy moments, but it's pretty forgettable at the end of the day. I might change my opinion on this over time because I don't see people talking about this too much in the future, and it doesn't have an impact in either of their discographies like that. So
I spend a check on that pussy. 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 Pete Cup.
The first and second Beast Mode are very similar in quality overall, but the first one has higher highs in my opinion. Like, by a lot. Layup, Pico, and are above anything from Beast Mode 2 in my opinion. And we also have No Basic and Forever Ever on here, but still not great all around, but its highs are high enough to put it above what we've seen so far.
Playing in the mud, all these drugs like a weirdo. What about time? BBS diamonds on my earlobe. I'm in that Rari, I drive.
This one seemed to come out of nowhere, like Future and Juice WRLD. If this collab never happened, I'm pretty sure nobody would really be asking for it like that, but I won't complain. This is fire from the start to realer and realer, but then it gets more kinda mid. I don't know if I got bored of this by the time I got there, or if the tracks were actually less quality. Astronauts is the best song on here by far in my opinion, but its surroundings are still pretty good for the most part.
Take it out the bank, go put it up. Got my main hoe put up. Straight off the lot, go put it up. My last 2 foreigns put up. Straight out the bank, go put it up.
Now this is World on Drugs with more strong songs. It's not perfect, but with songs like No Cap, 3, All the Smoke, Paddock Water, For the Gang and Killed Before, its highs are way higher than World on Drugs, and its misses hold it back from being top 2. Looking at it on paper too, Young Thug and Future would probably collab better than Future and Juice WRLD for a whole album. I would say this is a good album loaded with a few fire tracks.
Dirty soda and styrofoam. Spend a day to get my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles.
This tape does what a lot of earlier ones could do to rank higher and only be 7 songs. If Super Slimy or World on Drugs were only the top 7 songs, I might be saying some different things about these albums, but I really have to say these 7 all hit. Especially Future's best song, March Madness. Yeah, I said it. Cody and Crazy is a really good song, but It's a little overrated, and I prefer March Madness, to be honest. This might be one of my most repeated albums of all time because of the quality and the 23-minute runtime. But if I do have to criticize it for one thing, you really have to be in the mood for the beat on No Compadre, or else it might sound annoying to you. And what a time to be alive it was when this album came out.
Boo, you stink!
I played this album a lot, and it's one of the most nostalgic albums to me, really. Everything on here is as chill as it is high tempo. It's as much for driving around at night as it is for the gym, and I think Drake and Future are a great pair to be pulling off that sound with. And it doesn't sound like it aged at all, and I don't see it sounding like that for a long time. Drake and Future went 11 for 11 on here easily. I don't think this album gets talked about as much as it should. Alright, so that's what I had to say about this. Let me know in the comments if Future were to make another collab with a rapper or producer, who would you want it to be? For me, it'd be either The Weeknd or Lil Baby. People have compared Lil Baby to Young Thug, but to me he's always sounded more like a product of Future, if anything. And also, a full album of songs like Low Life and Coming Out Strong would be fire also. If you're still watching, here's a fun fact. Pluto and Baby Pluto is the only project here labeled as an album. All of the rest were labeled as mixtapes. Click the thumbs up button before clicking on your next video, and if there's a red box down there, click that too. Peace. I'll see y'all.
Dipping dab out the bag. I got grips on no neck. You want problems for something? Need to get you some racks. She gon' bring it to daddy. Eat the cake out of panties. I was cool as a cat.